Today, let me show you how to solo on the piano. Using the pentatonic scale or using the blues scale is a really great way to start off improvising. And once you get to a certain point, you really don't have to think about scales anymore, but we'll start off with a pentatonic scale. Today I feel like this is the key of F. You hear that little third there, the minor third? And you hear that? Those are the blues notes. Right there is the blue note right there. So I'm playing F, A flat, B flat, B natural, C, E flat, F. And one of the first things when you first kind of get a scale going down, you really need to play it a couple octaves and just kind of get used to playing it. And really with blues, there are fingerings, but they're really not fingerings. Pretty much everybody that I talk to that plays blues piano with blues scales and whatnot, that they just kind of make their own fingering up. So basically, if you play piano, you'll find something that's comfortable. Preferably not doing that with this one finger. Hopefully you're going to use more than one finger when you're playing the blues. And basically, a lot of times when folks finally get that scale down, this is the way they start soloing. They start soloing. And what that really is playing a scale up and down. Soloing really in a lot of ways has to do with the way that you talk. Declamation, the way that we talk is the way that we sing. And really the way that we solo is has to do with the way that we talk and think. And we think of phrases, we think in ideas. So if I go da-da, da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba, boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-boo. And a lot of times you're soloing using your head, using your brain. That's where the soloing comes from. Your fingers is just doing what you're thinking when you're soloing. So basically you're thinking of something. And at first, sometimes doing what they call the question and answer. So I have a question and an answer and another question and an answer. So you can go back and forth with the question and answers when you're soloing. So be it the piano or guitar or flute or saxophone, whatever instrument, trumpet, whatever instrument you're playing, that's another way of doing it. And after a while, you kind of just get to the point you can kind of you're hearing what you want to do, and it comes out through your fingers. And it just takes time. At first, you just basically got to get the notes down first. And once you get the notes down, that's when you really can start feeling, okay, there's a third there, there's a minor third there, there's a minor third there also. Okay, there's a fourth there, there's a fifth, there's a diminished fifth there, tritone there, fifth there. Okay, and you start figuring out these intervals that are there. Okay. Now on the guitar, I can bend up and down on notes. On the piano, I can't do that as easily, but I can slide up kind of like that. That's a little bit too, I guess, I hate to say jazzy, but if you kind of do it in between, but with the actual notes that are adjacent to one another in the blues scale. Also, motives are really important in soloing. A lot of times I hear people solo and they're just like not doing anything. You don't throw out your musical background, your music theory, compositional background when you're improvising something. Quite the contrary, you're actually using everything that you got to be able to do that. So, you know, say that's my motive. Okay, well then I'm going to use that throughout the piece. Something like that. Something that you use that motive in there and you connect things. But one of the, like I talk about on songwriting, when you solo, the worst thing you do is bore me. Do not bore me with your boring solo. Do something with your solo. Do something with it that's going to reach somebody. And if you're not feeling it, how is anybody else going to feel it? And that's really the question you need to ask yourself when you're soloing. Am I reaching myself? Am I reaching anybody else? Am I saying something that I want to hear? So if I something that you care about, do something that you like, and then the odds are that others will like it as well. So anyways, use some of these tips, and the biggest thing is like this. If you want to be a good soloer, a great solo, or a master solo person, you've got to practice. You've got to play, I think, every day. And you got to walk around and you improvise all the time. You hear melodies in your head, you sing, you think them out, you feel it. If you're sitting at work and you play piano, you can do that. Or you play guitar, you can do that. Or you play trumpet, you can do that. Saxophone, you can do that. And basically, you just feel that. And then basically, whatever's you're humming in your head, you're feeling in your head, you're hearing in your head, comes out through the fingers. And once you do that, you don't have to worry about what any skills at all. You just play what sounds right. And all the folks that play jazz well, all the folks that can improvise incredible, be it rock, jazz, blues, whatever, they don't even think about skills. They just play the right notes at the right time. So really, the chromatic scale is all you need. Once you get the chromatic scale down, you just play what sounds right. Rock and roll, everybody.